Gang, what's shaking? It's Nicholas John Dazinski. It's your boy. It's Saturday night. We're in Ohio. The cicadas, they're screaming. It's a beautiful, beautiful night. My wife is on a little girls' trip for a night. So she's at a girls' night is what she's up to. Just put the kids to bed. You know, I'm definitely an advocate for fitness, health, mental health. And within all that, I think having a good time when you're alone, shooting a video, is fun as shit. And I'm going to blow off some steam with this video, and I'm going to talk about the 3 books that I picked up today at Gathering Volumes, the bookstore by my house. Walking distance, fellas. Walking distance. 3 books, 2 drinks. I had one already. Hit a bang, too. I'm gonna have a cigarette. This is gonna be a great time, dude. I'm looking forward to this. It's nice to have some alone time just with, family. Whoo, baby. Not a lot of alone time there. So, we got a Bud Heavy because this is gonna get heavy. We have, unfortunately, tequila over ice. Normally, I like tequila quite a bit. This tequila is disgusting, but I am gonna drink it anyway. Okay. Without further ado, let's get right into this, dude. 3 books that I picked up from my local bookstore today. Very excited for this book haul. I went in there under intuition. My brain this morning told me to go, and then we were just hanging around, lounging, and I was like, let's go on this walk, go to Gathering Volumes, Perrysburg, Ohio, and let's get some books. Check out some books for the boys. So, I'm going to take a sip. We'll get started. Book numero uno, The Revenant. Seen the movie, seen the bear attack, I know what happens. Michael Punk, a novel of revenge. I love the cover of this, my goodness. My only beef with it is now a major motion picture sticker. That shit sucks. Take that off. But the art itself is Americana. It's gorgeous, simple, clean. It's kind of a rough feel on the outside, which I really like. And the pages seem... There's a lot of words, but I like a lot of words. It's a book, so there's going to be a lot of words. Probably, I'm going to guess, like 330-ish pages. Oop, let's see. 240. Around 255. The Revenant. Obviously, I think we all know the story. Guy, his son gets killed, and he goes on a revenge odyssey in order to exact revenge on his former combative partner. I don't know of anything Michael Punk has written. Didn't even know he wrote this. I'm sure I'm going to get tore up in the comments by millions of fans on this one. The Revenant. Okay, so there's a bear attack. Love that. Lately, I've just been kind of fiending for some Americana. I keep seeing TikToks about, like, The Lonesome Dove. Pretty much just that one, but I think it's Buffalo Hunter or something like that. It's like I don't know, but it's like a Native American themed sort of novel, fantasy, nonfiction, fantasy, nonfiction type of vibe. Probably similar to this. I don't really know if this was a real character or not. Doesn't matter. I'm really excited for this one. Didn't think I would be, but then I saw it and I was like, I need to feed my Americana spirit. And I'm getting The Revenant. Love a bear attack. So sick. Book number 2. Actually, let me pause. Let me take another drink. God, that's disgusting. Horrible. But second book. Stephen King. Stephen King. Not usually a big fan of him, to be honest. I think he's very full of himself. Okay, just in the way he talks. I don't mind his politics. That's not the thing whatsoever. It's notable for some, maybe. Scratch that part. I'm going to take that out. Yeah, okay. Stephen King. Pet Sematary. Stephen King, Pet Sematary. So I've seen all of the movies, Pet Sematary. I've seen every version, pretty sure. Great. Love it. Love the guy who talks like this. Go down now on that road over there. I like him. He's cool, and I hope he's cool in this. Don't want to hear about that kid getting hit by that car, that truck rather. That sucks ass. Dude loves killing kids. What's up, Stefan? You got something against the children, dude? It is horrifying when kids die, though. So that is probably pretty scary. Pet Cemetery. Let's see how long this bad boy is. This one's kind of thick, dude. Stefan's work is usually pretty robust. It's around 400. It's around 400. It's pretty cool. Hey, little lightning bug. Lightning bug. We got those in Ohio. He's hanging out. He knows this is great content, dude. Want to shine a light on me? Shine a light, shine. Yeah, about 400. So, we all know the story of Pet Sematary, Stephen King. I like Stephen King's Misery. Misery was fucking incredible, so I figure this is kind of his, maybe the same cocaine, alcohol era. I like that era. Rookie year, for sure. I always think about Stephen King. I read his book on writing. I'm an aspiring writer a little bit here and there. Stephen King's On Writing was really great. A lot of insight. No bullshit. I do like his non-bullshit kind of like demeanor. I do appreciate that. Sorry. I always think of this story Stephen King said. Maybe in an interview or something. He's told this story in an interview. And he's standing in his apartment. I think his wife and kid just left to maybe go to the grocery store or something like that. And that's when he gets a call from his, producer or whatever, agent, and tells him he made a lot of money. They sold the book. I think it was Carrie. Pretty sure, yeah, Carrie was his first book. So it's just this vision of him in his shitty apartment, him and his wife, kid, and he gets like a $1 million check or whatever amount of money it was. I think about that sometimes when I'm manifesting. I kind of try to conjure up a moment like that for myself. Pet Cemetery. I'm going to save this for October, for spooky season. Definitely looking forward to that. That's going to be great. Well, I can't really smoke that cigarette, but can't really smoke a cigarette and talk on a microphone at the same time, unless I attach the microphone to the cigarette, which would be crazy. And maybe some of you dorks on here were eyeballing this. Obviously, Between Two Fires. I've been looking for this. I didn't want to order it on Amazon. I was kind of waiting for the paperback, and then the paperback was expensive. So it just the intuition, I think, led me to this book specifically today. I've been looking for this, and I just wanted to find it. I don't know. I just wanted to find it, okay? And I did at my local bookstore. That's where you find things. So I think this book was kind of calling to me in a lot of ways. Literally at the same time as I even heard about this, I was thinking about a medieval horror novel, which I'm in the process of writing. So this book is just I love medieval shit, dude. I think that's, if I was in another life, I think that's where I was. If reincarnation's for real, I was probably in the Middle Ages in some capacity. This is a battle over Earth for heaven and hell. Pretty dorky concept, but I think done well and intimate could be really good. When you say a battle of heaven and hell, it sounds so fucking, but if it's done in an artistic Dante's Inferno-y kind of way, I think that's kind of sick. True Middle Ages and not I don't know, Viking style Middle Ages, or just that type of shit, But, some British ass shit. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for some England ass shit, and I think I'm getting this. I like the religious connotation within this. It's kind of a grounded kind of approach to a subject like this. I would think. I don't really know. I purposefully didn't look into this much, other than the overarching theme. I loved The Black Tongue Thief. By Christopher Buchman. I don't know. Christopher Buehlman. Excuse me. Christopher Buehlman. Yeah, right, buddy. Black Tongue Thief was good. I kind of didn't like the middle, but so I kind of slept on it. I don't know. Let me take that again. I didn't really like Black Tongue Thief, but I didn't really give it a shot just yet. I'm already in the process of reading Between Two Fires. I am looking forward to getting deep into that. So far, it's, I've heard this book is fairly brutal, or maybe the concepts are kind of like, you shouldn't say that type stuff, but I'm into that. I'm good with that. Seems like there's going to be like some form of a zombie in this, so I'm kind of looking forward to that. Be kind of sick. I don't know that for a fact, just some subtext or whatever. Dude, so here we are. We're hanging out. Saturday night. Nicholas John Dazinski. 3 books, 2 drinks, and a ciggy. Love you guys. Nicholas John out.